Given the choice, would you rather wear undies like these or like these? Myself, I much prefer the cute ones, but after what I found out, I decided to stop wearing them.
Seriously?
Seriously.
And here's why. I always thought bladder infections were just one of those things that happen to you as you get older. I drink a lot more water than I used to, even when I'm not thirsty, because I know that's supposed to help, but it didn't really solve the problem completely. And I came across something that had me wondering, could it be my underwear? You may not have heard of this channel, but I was watching an episode of Diary of a CEO where they discuss synthetic fabrics, basically plastics, and how they interact with your skin, especially when you're sweating a lot, like you may do when you're wearing workout clothes, working out in the gym. Anyway, it made me wonder if that's why I'm getting all these burning bladder infections, or UTIs as they're called. You'd have to watch their whole video, but at one point they said it can actually affect our hormones. So I decided I was switching to cotton. And I went on a mission to find full-on, unapologetic granny panties. So I ended up going to several stores, including Winners and Victoria's Secret. Now what I discovered is that most, if not all, sexy underwear is anything but cotton. And I'm not talking about the edible kind either. Recently I was browsing through several racks of panties at Winners, checking labels before finding one that said 97% cotton. At that point I actually stopped and thought, what? These actually exist? So I bought a 5-pack. They were marked large, and I did that because they actually didn't look that big. I don't like tight-fitting underwear, and I thought they'd probably shrink anyway because they were mostly cotton. Well, they did shrink. Now they're actually too small for me. You can't get a refund or exchange underwear. In fact, you can't even donate them to a charity thrift shop because they won't take them, even if they're brand new. So that was a few bucks down the drain. Then I went back and found these. I don't really like wearing low-rise, but the choices were so limited, I thought I'd give them a try. And again, they were too small after washing, another waste of money. Like, what is going on? And if you think the sizing issue only applies to panties, have a look at these leggings. They're supposed to be size large to extra large. I couldn't even get them past my knees, and no wonder. I measured them and they're like 9 inches across, which means they're 18 inches total, and the circumference of my head is even bigger than that. Who are these made for? A doll? So at this point I'm still looking for the perfect panties. I don't care how they look, but they must be comfortable and they must be made of cotton, not chemicals. A couple of years ago, I actually made a video on how I alleviated that very problem with my leggings. And if you're interested, just click on the link in the video description. My solution is a little bit quirky, so be prepared. Even though I don't think undies made with synthetics are the only contributing factor to UTIs, I do believe that trapping heat and moisture in the crotch area is certainly one of them. For me, switching to cotton underwear just makes sense. Now I'm curious, have you ever thought about this? Or am I just very late to the cotton underwear party? Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.